Our anniversary dinner was supposed to be a quiet celebration, a reminder of how far we had come in 5 years of marriage. I booked her favorite restaurant, a warm place with soft lights and quiet tables. She arrived straight from work, still in her office clothes, looking tired but excited. I could tell she needed the break. For once, I wanted the night to be only about us. But the evening took an unexpected turn the moment her boss walked in. I had heard stories about him demanding, loud, someone who liked to remind people he was in charge. He spotted us and came over with a wide smile that didn't feel friendly at all. My wife stiffened as he approached, and I immediately sensed trouble. He didn't even ask me for pulling up a chair. Well, he said loudly. So this is the husband, his tone carried something unpleasant beneath the surface. My wife politely introduced us, but I could see discomfort in her eyes. She didn't like him being there, and neither did I. Then he said the line that froze everything. With a smirk, he leaned back and declared, "You know, she belongs to me at work." The words hung in the air. Heavy, humiliating, wrong. People at the nearby tables looked over. My jaw tightened, but I held myself back. I wanted to see how my wife would respond. For a moment, she was silent. Her boss laughed like it was a joke, but the way his eyes stayed on her made it clear it wasn't. I expected her to brush it off or change the subject. She had always tried to keep her work stress far away from our home, but something in her expression changed. She looked tired of being pushed around. She sat up straight, looked him directly in the eye, and said in a calm but firm voice, "I don't belong to you. I don't belong to anyone. And after tonight, I won't belong to your company either." The entire table, the entire room seemed to go quiet. Even her boss stopped smiling. He sputtered, confused. "What does that mean?" he asked. My wife didn't blink. "It means I quit," she said. "I'm done with the comments, the disrespect, the extra hours without appreciation. I came here to celebrate my marriage, not to listen to you claim ownership of me." The shock on his face was almost comical. Her boss tried to recover, insisting she was overreacting, that he didn't mean it that way. But my wife didn't back down. I felt something swell inside me, pride, admiration, and a little bit of disbelief. This quiet, gentle woman I married had just stood up to a man who had made her life at work difficult for years. He left in embarrassment, mumbling something about talking later, but she didn't even look at him. When he disappeared through the door, she finally exhaled, like a weight had been lifted off her shoulders. I reached across the table and held her hand. "You okay?" I asked softly. She nodded, but her eyes glistened. She told me everything, how he talked to her, the pressure he put on her, the comments he made that she tried to ignore. "I didn't want to bring it home," she said. "I didn't want to ruin our time together." I squeezed her hand and told her I was proud of her, that she deserved respect, not fear. As the dinner continued, something shifted between us, not negatively, but powerfully. It felt like we were entering a new chapter, one where she no longer had to hide her stress or pretend things were fine. She smiled more that night than she had in weeks. It was like quitting had set her free. When we walked out of the restaurant, she leaned her head on my shoulder and said, "Thank you for being with me through everything." I told her the truth, that I would always stand beside her, no matter how messy life became. Our anniversary dinner had not gone the way I planned, but in a strange, unexpected way, it brought us closer. And as we stepped into the night air, hand in hand, I realized something important. Sometimes the moments meant to celebrate love end up revealing strength instead. She didn't just defend our marriage, she defended herself. And that made me love her even more than before.